Ocarina of Time is a game. A pretty good game too. Recently, I was playing through the Forest Temple, doing some block pushing puzzles, when I wondered, how strong would Link have to be to push around these giant blocks of stone? And then a few days later, I got assigned this physics assignment where I had to conduct a sort of experiment. So here we are. However, I'm not just doing the strength of Link. There's no way I'm getting full credit for that, so instead I'm doing how much do the Gold and Silver Gauntlets increase Link's strength. The first thing we need to find is Link's base strength. We can find this just using the regular block he pushes around in the Forest Temple. So, using the diving pool in the Lakeside Laboratory, we can find a height for Link, which we can then use to compare to the blocks. I found that he was 170 centimeters tall, or about 5'6". We then use this height to find the height of the block Link pushes in the Forest Temple. The block is about 270 centimeters, or 9 feet. The volume of this block, which is just the height squared, is 7.3 cubic meters. We can find the weight of this block by finding the density of the stone. I did a mild amount of research and decided that this block is most likely made out of sandstone, and sandstone has a density of 2.22 grams a cubic centimeter. This means that the block has a mass of about 16,000 kilograms. Next, we need to find the gravitational force on the block so we can figure out how much force it takes for Link to push it. We can find this using the equation force equals mass times acceleration. I'll note that I'm using 9.81 for acceleration because I'm too lazy to test for what it is in this game. Anyway, this block looks to have a weight of 160,000 newtons, which is absolutely insane. But Link isn't lifting the block, he's pushing it, so it's not that crazy. Anyway, it's still absolutely ridiculous. So in order to find out how much this pushing force is, we have to find out how much frictional force there is. Frictional force is found by taking the normal force, which in this case is the same as the gravitational force, and multiplying it by a frictional constant. The frictional coefficient is different for every material, and after like 5 minutes of research, I found that the constant for rock on concrete is about 0.7, which is just what I'm going to be using. So multiplying the weight by 0.7, we get 114,000 newtons, which is the base strength of Link. And also for comparison, the world record for lifting is 3,000 newtons, or 700 pounds. To find out how much increase the Silver Gauntlets give in strength, we need to find Link's strength with them, and divide it by his base strength. To find his new strength, we're going to head off to the Spirit Temple. With the Silver Gauntlets, Link is able to push much bigger blocks, so all we have to do is repeat the same procedure from last time. This new block has a height of about 578 centimeters, or 20 feet, and it has a volume of 33 cubic meters. This rock looks to be made of andesite, which has a density of 2.65 grams a cubic centimeter. So block 2 has a mass of 88,000 kilograms and a weight of 868,000 newtons. Using the same coefficient as last time, 0.7, we find that Link is now able to push with a force of 608,000 newtons, which is an increase of over 54 times. I always thought that this was kind of a lame upgrade, but oh boy, this is absolutely insane. For comparison, let's say I can lift 100 pounds. By putting on these Silver Gauntlets, I'd be able to lift 5,400 pounds, which is the weight of 2 Toyota Corollas, one for each arm. Okay, so the last upgrade is the Golden Gauntlets. With these, Link is able to pick up these gigantic stones and just chuck them wherever he wants, no sweat at all. Finding the mass for these stones was a little more complicated because it isn't a nice cube, but luckily I'm a calculus expert and it was no trouble for me at all. I found the volume to be 167 cubic meters. This rock looks to be made out of amphibiolite, which has a density of 3 grams a cubic centimeter. This means that the stone weighs 500,000 kilograms, or over 1,000,000 pounds, which is more than 3 blue whales. And Link is able to just pick it up and throw it wherever he wants. The gravitational force for this block is about 5 million newtons, and this time Link isn't pushing it, he's just picking it up directly. So he's able to lift with a force of 5 million newtons, not even accounting for how much force it takes to throw the gosh darn thing. With the Gold Gauntlets, Link has become 436 times stronger than his original, already too swole to control self, or about 8 times stronger than he was with the Silver Gauntlets. Thanks for watching, everyone. Physics, am I right? Like, comment, share, subscribe.